Right. So as you just heard, the spokesperson for Yemen's armed forces, he basically confirmed that any ships linked to Israel will be captured, will be seized, and will be towed to the port of Al Hudaydah, which is currently where this ship that was seized earlier today is detained and held. So this is a message not only to Israel, but for any country that's engaged in business transactions with the Israeli regime through the Red Sea. The message is this is not a good investment. Investing and engaging in trade with the Israeli regime is not a good investment because your ships, your business, and your profit will be targeted. And we see the results of this. We see what the Yemen's armed forces, they committed to their word. They seized the ship, which is linked to the Israeli regime. And according to the reports, the ship contained military equipment that it was shipping to the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. And we can expect more of this to come in the future. If there's going to be any ship that's importing or exporting from or to Israel, those ships will be detained. They will be brought to the port of Hudaydah, and they will be questioned and interrogated.
So, as I reported to you all earlier today, the Houthis hijacked a ship in the Red Sea this morning. Now, there's conflicting information out there. Israel claims that the ship has nothing to do with them and that there are no Israelis on board. Now, obviously, I'm not on the ship, so I don't know. Israel is claiming that there's 25 people on the ship from various countries. The Houthis are claiming that there's over 50 people on board this ship. Now, looking at the size of this cargo ship, I would not be surprised if there is 50 people on board. But then again, like I said, I'm not on board the ship. I don't know. Now, there was also conflicting information as to how they managed to take over this ship earlier today. Well, we now know that they used the helicopter. I don't believe that they landed the helicopter on the ship, but they lowered fighters onto the ship from the helicopter. As I said, Israel is claiming that this ship has nothing to do with them. The Houthis are claiming that there are weapons aboard this ship that were being transported to Israel. Now, I've been looking into the situation for a couple of hours now, and from everything that I see, this ship was not headed towards Israel. This ship left Turkey and was headed towards India. Now, once again, I don't know exactly what's going on here. Anything could be happening, but from everything that I have gathered, this ship was not headed towards Israel at all. Now, are the Houthis telling the truth? I don't think we can take what they say at face value. I think that they may have acted irrationally here, which obviously they're hijacking ships, but I think they may have hijacked the wrong ship. I think they may have thought that there were Israelis on board and that this ship was headed towards Israel or this ship was owned by Israel or whatever, but I think they may have miscalculated or misjudged because they're hot-headed and they're ready for action. Now, obviously, this is going to have various ramifications throughout the world, right? There's various people on this ship from different nations. There's already meetings being had behind the scenes in various countries about what they're going to do about this because there are civilians from their countries on board the ship, and the Houthis are not letting them go. They still have the ship right now as we speak. Things could change, but right now they still have the ship, and they still have everyone aboard the ship. Now, some people seem to believe that this may be a one-time thing, that maybe the Houthis were just, trying to really send a message and they don't plan on doing things like this again. But I can tell you right now that that is not the case because the Houthis are celebrating right now. They're like, oh yeah, this was successful. We're definitely going to do this again. We got various organizations, militias, militant groups, terrorist cells all around the Middle East who are praising. They're praising the Houthis right now, because they actually did what they said they were going to do, unlike all of these other organizations throughout the Middle East. So since this has happened, the Houthis have doubled down. They're like, hey, you see what we did? We're going to do it again and again and again and again. And now they're releasing videos like the one that you're about to watch right now. I know this might sound crazy to hear in the year of 2023, but these little pirate attacks can literally start World War III. World War III may be sparked off by pirates in the year of 2023. Does that not sound crazy? But make no mistake, folks, no matter how crazy it sounds, something small like this might be the straw that broke the camel's back. Something small like this may be the thing that draws America further into this conflict. And once America gets further involved, you can go ahead and bet your behind that there's going to be a ton of other countries getting involved on both sides. But I don't think America is going to sit by and watch as cargo ships continue to be taken over by pirates in Yemen. They're not going to sit by and lose all of that money. You know, this is messing up international trade between many countries. And if they keep doing this, who knows who the Houthis will piss off? I'm sure they already pissed off various countries with what they pulled today. So you may even have countries who are sympathetic towards Palestine and Hamas that may get pissed off at what the Houthis are doing, because you're messing with people's monies, you're messing with people's goods, right? So there's products, produce, food, you name it, that's being transported through this area. And if the Houthis keep messing with that, I don't know how other people will respond. I don't know how other countries will respond. But America, we kind of know how America gets down. And Israel is already ready. They already drew up their battle plans to attack Yemen. So I think it's only a matter of time at this point. Up until this point, everything the Houthis said they were going to do, they've done. So when the Houthis say, hey, this isn't the last ship that we're going to hijack, we're going to hijack every ship we can that comes through this area, I believe them. They've given me no reason to not believe them. They've given me no reason to think that they are just bluffing, okay? When they say something, they do it. Even though it's stupid what they did, and it may be a death sentence for most of them, they're doing it. Now, this may embolden these other groups, because these other groups around the Middle East, they're all hyped up right now. They're saying that, the Houthis are brave and bold and they're heroes for doing what they did. And they're all cheering on. And I'm wondering if they're going to be inspired by this. Will they start doing what they said that they were going to do? We don't know. But it's like a freaking... the whole entire area over there, it's just one step away from straight mayhem. And one can say that the mayhem is already taking place, yes, but I assure you this is not as bad as things could have gotten. We're lucky that we've gotten this far without all of these other countries getting involved. So hopefully that continues to be the case. But Yemen right now, the Houthis in Yemen, they're biting off more than they can chew. But at the same time, they're going to drag other countries into this conflict. And if you're someone who wants peace, this is not something you should be celebrating, okay? If you think the amount of civilians that have died so far is bad, just wait until these other countries get involved. But I'm telling you right now, these little acts, and we were thinking it would be something bigger. I thought it would be something bigger. I thought for sure maybe it would be Hezbollah in Lebanon. But no, it's the Houthis in Yemen. Little pirate attacks. That's what's going to draw us in. And you also have to understand that the Houthis in Yemen, they're backed by Iran. They're basically a proxy, an Iranian-backed proxy. So when countries respond to what the Houthis are doing, are they going to respond by attacking the Houthis in Yemen? Or are they going to go straight for the head in Iran? That's another question that you have to ask. But for now, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you're feeling generous and you would like to support the channel, you can do so via Super Thanks, or you can support the channel for free by sharing this video, hitting that like button, subscribing, ringing that notification bell, and as always, I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.